What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 89 of Bad Takes, Better Conversations, live from San Antonio, somewhere in Connecticut, and somewhere in Virginia, man. I'm the one from San Antonio, man. What's going on? Wrestle Spot. We got quite a game going on with the Timberwolves and Nuggets right now. Gobert is hit a crazy shot, so there's something going on over there. But yeah, I'm excited for this episode. We're talking about the worst booking decisions in WWE history. What's up, Tommy?
Hello, everyone. No, I'm playing. What's good, y'all? It's your boy Tommy. The Nuggets. I hope they kind of win. I don't really want Anthony Edwards to get to the finals or win a ring or have a chance to win a ring before SGA. But whatever. But yeah, it should be a fun episode. I'm excited to talk about really Vince McMahon's flops and yeah, Rod.
Hey man, what's going on, everybody? Back with another episode of BTBC, and like Russell Spot and Tommy were saying, we're talking about the worst booking decision. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm very excited for this episode. I don't know what's gonna go on, but hey, we gonna get through this. So let's do it.
All right, man. First off, what did y'all think of this week of wrestling, man? Before we get into that,
I
dashboard.
I thought it was good. I thought it was a solid week of wrestling. Kind of just obviously AEW is trying to build towards their Double or Nothing pay-per-view, and WWE is trying to build towards their King and Queen of the Ring pay-per-view. So it was a solid week of wrestling.
Yeah, solid week, cool week. I will say my highlight of, I guess, since the last time we streamed till now was definitely I actually really enjoyed Bianca and Tiffany's match. So I guess that's like my favorite match of the week, or I guess the end of the week. But
oh yeah.
I didn't watch AEW, bro. Sorry, chat.
Be real with y'all. This was such a weird week because I didn't get to watch any of it live. I did watch things here and there, and I was planning to watch SmackDown after I got out of work on Friday. But for some reason, YouTube TV hoed me, and I wasn't able to watch it. But I did see what went down, so it seemed like a solid week of wrestling. I'm excited. I don't know if I want to say excited or more interested to see how this week goes for the semifinals. We do have SmackDown in Saudi, so we can kind of get a preview of that earlier in the day before it goes live here in the USA. But should be an interesting week. I think there's gonna be an interesting decision made tomorrow night when Gunther takes on Jey Uso. How do y'all think that's gonna go down? I'm gonna say Gunther still wins.
I hope Gunther still wins, bro.
I don't know, man. I don't know where to go on this. I really don't know. I hope I think I said it the other day on the live stream, is like, don't be mad if Jey Uso wins, but it's kind of one of those things that's like, I don't know, man. I hope Gunther wins, though.
Jay's just so over right now, bro. It's hard.
Yeah. And, obviously there's that thing looming of, like, him against Tama Tonga, so.
Yeah.
Which I'm not. I'm hoping it's Randy and Gunther in the finals, man.
Facts.
I think if Jay wins, I think we already know Friday night who's gonna win. It's gonna be Tama Tonga.
Yeah.
I think if Gunther wins, then it's like, okay, like Randy Orton's gonna win. I mean, still, I guess Tama Tonga could win. I guess, but then again, I'm like, why would you have heel on heel? So I'm kind of just like,
who is Ken's team again?
Yeah, I'm not.
I don't remember who Ken's team was. Yeah,
not even
well, I feel like they're not in the playoffs right now, so who cares?
Whoever his team is, I already know they're not in the playoffs.
Okay, see what happened.
But yeah, no. I mean, I don't know. I just hope it's Gunther Randy. That'd be a solid finals.
That would be crazy.
That'd be a very, and it's crazy because I think my prediction at the very beginning of it was Gunther and AJ. Unfortunately, AJ lost in the first round to Randy.
First round was crazy.
I thought he was gonna beat Randy. I really did. I thought we were gonna get like a Gunther, AJ Styles finals, which would have been
crazy, man.
So dope. That would have been dope. So unfortunately, we're not gonna get that to happen. But Gunther and Randy, I'll still take it because Randy By the way, Randy put on a phenomenal match with Carmelo Hayes the other night.
Dude,
I love the way that they're booking Carmelo Hayes as this like cocky guy coming up, doesn't respect veterans, and he's kind of just, he's like first round draft pick. Like, I'm better than all you guys, and it seems like they're heading in the direction of Carmelo and LA Knight in a feud, and they kind of sprinkled in a hint that we could potentially be getting Logan Paul and LA Knight in a feud down the line. So let's hope it actually happens.
No, and I think Melo's gonna be that bridge to get LA Knight there. I think they let LA Knight win this one, gets that opportunity against Logan. Hopefully they pull the trigger, and then I wouldn't be mad if they run it or double back with Melo, and down the line we get a Melo U.S. title reign. I wouldn't be surprised.
Another notable thing for SmackDown, man, they made it official that Cody versus Logan is only for the WWE title, which is good.
Yep.
It's good.
Shout out to Logan and his lawyer, man.
Ripping up a contract and putting out a new one. What a guy, man.
I like the fact that Logan was like, bro, you did nothing to deserve a shot at my U.S. title. Which is funny because, like, he's literally the top champion in WWE right now. But at the same time, like, you ain't win no qualifier for the U.S. title. So, yeah, you ain't do nothing to deserve it, I thought that was funny.
That was hilarious.
I
mean, I guess
y'all notice how his lawyer looked just like Vince McMahon,
bro. I don't know why, but I saw the resemblance too. I was like, "There's no."
I wasn't watching it live, but I saw like a picture afterwards where it wasn't like a clear shot of him, but it was him in the background. I was like, "Hold on, is that who I think it is?"
Right. When I was watching it live, I was like, "There's no way they're like this can't," because it was almost so close to it. It looked like they almost did it on purpose, but at the same time, like they wouldn't do that, right?
Right.
But you never know.
Disguised as Vince McMahon. That's hilarious.
Solid week of wrestling. I think this week is gonna be good. I always like having pay-per-view weekends, which we got coming up. This upcoming weekend we got King of the Ring and Double or Nothing. Double or Nothing looks good. Just hope they don't overpack the card like they usually do.
I think Jericho's on the card. Oh, he's getting on the card, I'm pretty sure. Because Hook's not losing on Wednesday, I don't think, so he's going to get on the card.
Yeah. It's a Double or Nothing. He's getting on the card. And if he wasn't on the card, that would go against his whole gimmick, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
He's probably mess around and open the show.
For sure.
But yeah, it should be a better week. It should be just a more hype week because, again, both shows have shows at the end of the week, so it should be good.
But real quick re-announcement. On Thursday, we're doing predictions, so come tune in. We're going to be talking about King of the Ring and Double or Nothing. Got our predictions. We're doing a parlay for King of the Ring, not Double or Nothing. We can still predict it, though. Or maybe we'll just do a double for y'all. We'll see. But, yeah, tune in on Thursday. But let's get to the topic at hand, man. Y'all ready?
Yeah. Let's talk about Vince McMahon fumbles.
How many do we got tonight, or it's kind of just?
I guess we'll do as many as we can.
Okay.
Seeing if we're getting long-winded on something, but.
By the way, those who are in the chat, feel free to comment and whatever, because we could definitely use your guys' support in these takes right here. So.
And the shout out to Discord too. Y'all was throwing some funny ones in there.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody in the Discord, man. Y'all was killing it with some of those booking decisions. So that was very hilarious.
Actually, first one we'll get from Enigma, man. Enigma V4, taking it back to 2011. So CM Punk beats John Cena at Money in the Bank 2011 for the WWE Championship in Chicago, but it was technically in storyline because he had signed his contract already. CM Punk's contract expired, and he left WWE with the WWE Championship. So that means they would need to crown a new one. Ended up being a tournament winner, Rey Mysterio, and on that same night, Rey Mysterio gave John Cena a WWE title match. Cena ended up winning, and it just looked really bad on Cena. Do y'all remember this? What did y'all think of it?
That was like the continuation of Super Cena that I thought was gonna happen. I thought it was like, oh, I guess some things just never change, huh? That's instantly what I thought at that time. Axel, how about you, man?
Honestly, so is that really a bad booking decision though?
Yes, because they could have just had Cena win the title.
Literally, you didn't have to
okay, yeah. I mean, Yeah, that is true. That is true. Yeah. So
Or honestly, what I would have liked if they planned on bringing back Punk. I mean, he was a plan, obviously, but I would have kept the WWE title off of TV completely to give that legitimacy. Because
I feel like
how prestigious is it if you can just bring one back?
duplicate it. Yeah. That okay. That opinion I actually like a lot more because what made that match so great was the moment at the end where he actually won the title.
Mm.
I think with how crazy that Chicago crowd was, obviously I think regardless of the fact, the moment would have been fine. You know, John Cena winning, I think the crowd would have absolutely, they would have deep fried John Cena. They would have fried him, cooked him. Like, you know, we would have probably been seeing an ECW one night stand type of thing. And you know, obviously CM Punk winning, you know, the crowd just went absolutely ballistic. So, but I agree with that. I think if they doing that, I think they should have kept the WWE Championship just completely off the screen.
It's actually a way better idea with just keeping it off the screen. Yeah, they should do that.
And I mean, I guess they could have gone the route with Triple H bringing back CM Punk because it was best for business, you know. That kind of brings us into a double bad booking decision. Was the 2011 Summer of Punk. So when they did that, man, he hit the hottest star in wrestling. For some reason, they decided it would be a good idea for that to be I don't want to say it ruined, but like interrupted by a Triple H loss and the return of Kevin Nash for no reason.
Bro, they were putting him in some unrealistic feuds. I'm not even gonna lie.
Disrespecting the GOAT.
So, I'll say the Triple H one was very interesting. Hey man, Rich Respect, shout out to you, man.
Real quick, man. Rich Respect. But now we're gonna get to the Fiend and Goldberg, man. There's a special place for Goldberg, brother. And is that same place is where you will go because with Goldberg. But just letting you know, Rich. All right.
Damn. Damn. Damn.
Oh my god.
It was funny. I saw him like 30 real quick. I saw him like an hour or two before we started streaming this. And on the way, because we went to go eat, on the way back, he was like, "Hey, just letting you know, Rod's better than you." I was like, "All right."
That's
next,
crazy.
Go ahead.
Damn. I lost a little bit of track of like what I was saying. What were we talking about?
My apologies. It was Kevin Nash.
Oh yeah. No, look, the Triple H feud, by the way, if you go back to Night of Champions 2011, that was a very good match. Their feud, I would say that one-on-one feud, and then obviously because the way it translated from moving CM Punk away from it, and then it was a Triple H Kevin Nash thing. But I thought the feud within CM Punk and Triple H themselves, I thought that was solid. But the rest of it was kind of just ass.
It was solid, but he should have beat him. I mean,
he should have. He definitely should have. Like, how do you this is like the biggest star in wrestling. You're gonna do this to him? Nah, like that it makes no sense. And the WWE has done that several times where they got like this guy at the top of popularity, and they kind of just completely derail him just by bad booking. And this was one of those instances. But I don't know if Punk ever fully got derailed because the crowd still loved him in 2011 after like when he actually won the title at TLC, right? He won it at TLC, right? Or did he win? No, my bad. He won it at Survivor Series. Yeah. So the crowd still loved him, but at the end of the day, that's CM Punk. So
I do think it did deflate the moment.
I think it did too. But I think the thing was it was at MSG, so I think the moment was still it helped it because it made it feel grand. It made the moment feel grand. So yeah.
Also, I looking back now, the integration of Alberto Del Rio was just wasted a lot of that summer. A lot of that summer.
I don't really know what they were trying to do with Alberto Del Rio at the time.
I think it was like it could. I get why, because they obviously wanted to build a new international star, but it just didn't work out.
Yeah. I don't know what they were trying to do with him.
I feel like it worked a little bit, but I don't think it worked to how they.
I mean, yeah, he was getting genuine heat as a heel. I guess so.
But they probably wanted, like you said, be like an international star, and it just never got to that next level.
I guess I'm glad it happened then and not, let's say, CM Punk won the title and just never lost it through Mania. I'm glad it didn't cut off that record reign that Punk had. So I guess
that would have been crazy.
there's good and bad to it.
I mean, I still don't like who still ended that record-setting reign, but whatever. That should have been a questionable booking decision too.
Oh, you know who did end that record-setting reign, and I won't put it on here, but because honestly I get that booking decision.
I don't.
He just no. I get it. Like I don't mind The Rock winning, but I think it would have made up for it if Punk would have been in the triple threat at WrestleMania.
That would have made it a little bit better, but I still think I would be feeling some type of way, just a little bit, especially now since I know what I know now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey man, but The Rock is the final boss now, so it's okay.
Yeah, whatever. I guess that gives him some legitimacy, and people as likes of Punk still couldn't beat him. I guess that's cool for him.
Yeah, man. But let's get to another one, man.
Bro, are they really finna do this? The Timberwolves really finna win.
It looks like it, bro.
It's not done. It's not done. Not done.
2 minutes.
It's not done.
Actually, I like this one from Esco. My fault, from the Catalyst. Sting's WWE run, which was really just 2 or 3 matches.
What Mania? What Mania number was that? I'm bad with
Mania 31.
Man, he should have won then.
Sting, right?
Oh my god. Yes.
Sting. Sting. Yeah. Man. I don't know, bro. Sting.
Bro, Triple H is kind of a piece of shit.
Man. Sting should have had a better run in the WWE. The fact that they didn't use him more is a little concerning too.
And then it makes you even more mad when looking at what he did in AEW and bro, that was at least minimum 10 years ago, and he was 10 years younger. He could have did some crazy shit in the WWE.
And not only that, but then you start to think of how they were using Goldberg. Come on,
bro. Oh my god. I'm not gonna lie. If they switch Goldberg out in all those positions that they put him in and put Sting, I think I wouldn't be as mad. I would be a little bit better.
Esco, as much as I would say he should have stayed in TNA, I don't know if he stayed in TNA. Do you think we would have ever gotten the run that he had in AEW? Because
I think Sting got out of there just in time.
Yeah, I think it was at one of those points where it was like, what is there left for Sting to do here, kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He did everything in TNA. He had 3 different characters in TNA.
Tommy, were you watching TNA in 2015?
More than WWE, yes, I was.
I'm not gonna lie. What did you think of the time when EC3 was on top there? Did you like it?
Again, back then when I was a naive young wrestling fan, I didn't think too much of it. But now looking back at it, I feel like that was a kind of a...
I don't know what it was, but I loved that feud between EC3 and Kurt Angle that time. But then I don't know. I haven't checked it out since then.
That was a good feud. That was fine. But just in total and the totality of it, I don't think he should have been in some of the positions.
No, I thought EC3 was gonna be money in WWE, but I was wrong. I was so wrong.
I don't know who fumbled that one, WWE or EC3 himself.
I want to blame EC3, but nah, they booked him crazy.
Okay.
He came in and they didn't let him talk, which is probably the best thing about his character.
I was about to say EC3 is a good talker, even though he's annoying as hell.
He's cheesy, but yeah, he's a good talker.
He's a good talker. Annoying as hell, but good talker.
But Sting's WWE run, man. Could have Triple H should have taken the loss, man. He found another way to bring in all his buddies, interrupt the match, and get the win. I think that's crazy.
Yeah, it's like the clique has to, not even the clique, but whoever, why do they have to stay so protected? I feel like every time
I don't know.
He need to bring his gang on TV. He's like, these are my boys. We're not taking no pens. None.
They did make EC3 look like senior level talent for TNA. But we can get on to the next one, man. I think it's just point blank period. Sting should have won. And then I actually enjoyed the booking of him versus Seth Rollins, but it was kind of crazy that they had him lose after Rollins just lost to Cena at Night of Champions. Because they had Rollins in 2 matches. I thought that was wild. Anyways, we're not talking about Fandango Enigma. Another good one by the Catalyst, man. The booking of Matt Hardy during that feud with Edge and Lita.
Oh yeah.
Man. How
I
so?
think you can kind of argue that maybe it was best for what Edge became, but at the expense of that, Matt Hardy didn't get as much as Edge did.
They said this business can get real at times, you know. Bro, they're finna do it. They're finna do it.
Bro, Jokic is just walking.
Bro, I'm sorry, bro. Axel, are you okay?
Bro, this is gonna be the worst set of conference finals in my life. Like, this is literally the worst set of conference finals in my life.
Wow, it's really happening.
Bro, I don't know. I don't like this from Jokic, bro. I get that there's only like 25 seconds, but if it's the conference finals, you play every damn second. Just walking down the court. Yeah, that boy's ready to go home, man. But I
mean, to be honest, whoever wins in the West, bro, fuck the Celtics, bro. Like, they're really about to win a championship, bro. Oh man,
I learned that Edge's ex-wife told WWE that Edge was on steroids, and they was like, "All right, let's fire Matt Hardy." That's a crazy allegation. I'm only saying allegation because I don't know if that's true or not. But nah, can you imagine that you're someone you've had a great rivalry with as a tag team, probably shared a lot of memories with, ends up stealing your girl, and then you get fired?
That's like one of those moments where it's like, nah, we gotta handle that. We gotta go run a simple quick 30 right quick. Easy 3 could have been the greatest. Okay, anyways. I learned that Edge totally died. Wait, what?
I just read that one. I read that one.
That's fine already. Oh.
Said those crazy allegation.
That is a crazy allegation. But no, I mean, imagine that. What would you do? You lose your girl and your job. What would you do? You know what I mean? That sucks. How are you supposed to come back from that?
This whole situation right here is why I always believe that there was a chance CM Punk would come back, because if all that happened and they were still able to have Matt Hardy and Edge work together and protect each other in the ring, I was like, yeah, just never say never.
Yeah. You ever seen the video of Matt Hardy explaining when he found out? Funniest shit ever.
I feel like I have. I probably need a refresher, though. I might check that out later.
Nah, I bet it was the funniest shit ever. Bruh, that's so sad. Damn. Are they, like, now they work? Well, no. I guess Matt Hardy don't work there anymore at AEW right now. Never mind.
Oh, yeah. He got out there after his contract expired.
Yeah, I was about to
be you like, they did do a little something in WWE, but it was, like, very small.
Yeah, I wonder how that work relationship was like. It's like only professional behavior. They probably don't laugh. They probably don't talk in the locker room. Nothing.
Yeah.
Bro, Axel is pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so pissed. I'm so pissed right now. Basketball is over for me on May 19th. Until next October or whatever.
It's all good because college football back is in 2 months from now, brother.
Yeah, it's too far. I was hoping to at least be watching the NBA through the middle of June, but unfortunately now Celtics are just gonna get handed a title, unfortunately. So
they're 17th or 18th now, right?
Huh?
They're 17th or 18th. How many?
I know they're tied with the Lakers. Oh, they're gonna surpass them. I think it's like 17th or 18th or whatever.
Damn.
Yeah, it's over, bro. And Celtics are really gonna. They're tied with the Lakers. Man, that shit fucking sucks, bro.
Celtics can't beat Met. Excellent, tell me whatever. Celtics can't beat Mez, especially if Kyrie go off. I think the Celtics got it, to be honest with you.
Hey, Steven, the 76ers, how long they been at home? We just got out.
Yeah.
How long? Y'all been at home for a while.
Yeah, y'all been home for a long time.
Hey, man, we can talk about
What's the next topic?
Ant-Man. Another one from Enigma. Don't know if this was booking decision or a bad decision in Matt's execution, but Triple H pinning Booker T after a commercial wait level weight at WrestleMania.
This is one of the worst ones. I'm not even gonna lie.
This is like
This is one
real
of the
close
worst
to
ones.
that it's racist. Like it's real close.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That's one of that one right there. Like, damn, bro. Like it's up there with like any of the Goldberg ones.
This might be worse. I'm not gonna lie, because not
Yeah.
only is the decision is how it happened. When Triple H had a pedigree, he took like 20 something seconds to go pin him and still won.
Had him lame. Yeah, bro. That was stupid. Bruh, that's why it was borderline rosters, because like you would do that to Booker T. You know what I mean?
I don't even know if that's borderline, to be honest with you, because of the whole storyline going into it. It's like
Fair.
Triple H was telling him that he didn't deserve to be champion.
I was trying to
Because
give
of
him
his
the benefit of the doubt. I was trying to give him the benefit of the
You
doubt.
notice how
but
Triple H is at the end of a lot of these, man.
But
Maybe-
Triple H has been a part of so many bad booking decisions.
maybe he was like he always had in mind he was gonna be booking the company in the future, so he was like, let me get everything that I want to do out now, and yeah, now he's a great booker. Bro,
Oh
that's
yeah, the
crazy.
KD King with Triple H too. I forgot about that. Steven said Luke owns y'all.
The whole East owns the 76ers. What is he talking about? The whole entire East owns the 76ers. So I don't know. I don't know if I'd rather have one guy own me than the whole conference. Axel don't run. Tommy don't run. Steven, I'm right here.
Next one, man. Fast forward a little bit to more current era.
Why is
Austin Theory's Money in the Bank
Hey,
run.
Steven's calling me, y'all. What do you want?
Yo, Tommy, you a bitch ass nigga. We smoking on that SGA pack, nigga. Fuck you, fuck Axel. Hey, shout out my nigga Derek, because he a real ass nigga. What else? We smoking on SGA. Out of here, nigga. Luka owns you talking about the Eastern Conference only. They don't. And B owns Boston. He owns everything.
No, he doesn't. Don't say that lie. You just lied. Hey, he just lied. You just lied, bro.
Matter of fact, I'm not doing this with you. Because Curry fucking owns your entire franchise. Curry owns your franchise.
Tommy. Embiid
Yeah.
owns the hospital. That's what Embiid owns. Embiid owns the hospital.
Oh my god, that arena is empty.
Embiid owns the hospital.
MB do own the hospital. That's his shit. That's where his.
I love Collins.
I fucking hate Collins.
But
Yeah, that Triple H one.
yeah, we can fast forward a little bit, man. We'll back and forth and stuff.
Okay.
But Austin Theory's Money in the Bank run, bro.
It was bad how he even got in the match. We should honestly start there.
So hold on. Is this one of the worst Money in the Bank runs like ever? Or is it like the worst?
Low key, it might be the worst, because now that I think of it, everybody was cooking him.
Bro, I
For a
actually
long time.
low key enjoyed Otis's a little bit more.
Be real with you, I do not remember Otis's.
Because it wasn't long. It wasn't all that long. So like you can't hate it because there wasn't much to it. So it's like there wasn't much to it, so
Bruh. I'm glad
I'm trying to think
shit.
like going back to like some of these like very bad Baron Corbin. Dude, I like Damian Sandow's.
that one was good.
I liked his view with Cody Rhodes at the time.
Didn't he have the leather briefcase?
Yeah, that was when he had that, and Cody like threw it in the Gulf of Mexico or something. But no, bro. So I just remember like week after week. I remember it happened with Roman, where Roman straight bitched him in front of in Madison Square Garden, and then Jey Uso necked him, and then a couple weeks later, Kevin Owens cooked him. It happened with a few other people, but bro, yeah. And then the way he lost it on a U.S. title cash-in that was an open challenge.
Yeah, that's got to be like the worst Money in the Bank booking decision ever. I thought and I thought the Baron Corbin one was bad, but this one, yeah, this just stoops to a different level.
Yeah, it's crazy that they made him cash it in on that, and people try to make it seem like it was okay because they were like, bro, it was his first belt. He wanted that.
Bro,
belt.
he had to have had some sort of heat, bro.
Yeah, no,
Because this one was worse than Baron Corbin's.
and Baron was technically the worst one to that point.
Like
That's
it was
bad.
so bad. People were like, oh, Triple H is doing this because Austin Theory was Vince's golden child or something. It got that bad. But I don't even think that was it. I just think Triple H just didn't know what to do.
I don't even think there was a reason for that for it to happen like that, bro.
Yeah, that was crazy. It was crazy. But now, I mean, Austin Theory's doing a lot better, I think. So hey, go for him. Good for him.
Let's talk about. All right, this one's from Deontay. He just says just Goldberg.
I mean,
Wait, who said
Goldberg.
Deontay said Goldberg, not booking, just Goldberg.
I get it. I get
He's
it.
the most overrated. He's definitely the most overrated legend.
Yeah, he's overrated as hell, bro.
Easily.
Man, we don't even got to go back to his first WWE run. We can just talk about from 2016 and on, man. So let's start. Which I thought it was a good decision because it was out of nowhere. It had people talking when he straight up squashed Brock Lesnar.
That was probably
It's probably the best thing he did, right?
the best.
I'm about to say that was
That
the
no, hold
beginning of
on.
the run and
Wait,
the peak of the run.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't remember pay-per-view. It was a Saudi. The match he had with Bobby Lashley.
That one was pretty good too.
Mhm.
Okay, I know everybody talks about the WrestleMania 33 match, and perfectly fine. It's a fun 5-minute match. But I'm not gonna lie, I'd be lying if I didn't say that the Bobby Lashley one was better to me.
Fair.
Wait, was
I think maybe the match wise, but I think his best moment was when he squashed Lesnar.
Oh yeah, 100%. I just think that caught everybody by surprise because of how dominant Lesnar was to that point.
I think we have on record Steven, Jay, maybe a few other people that they said they really liked the Reigns, and I don't want to say really liked, but they thought it was good. The Reigns and Goldberg for what it was for a Saudi match. That one was okay. I do remember liking the Lashley one.
The Reigns one.
Was it the one where Goldberg lost, right? The one where he kind of got not really got squashed.
That was on the build to Mania 38, which we can talk about later. But yeah.
Huh. I'm gonna have to rewatch that one. I don't remember it because I don't rewatch Goldberg matches like that.
No, that's fair. The streak fans just wanted to see a spear and jackhammer. He was cool. That's it. And I'm not gonna lie.
He was cool.
Really,
I would say that.
He's really falling in this like all-time ranking because he doesn't even have the best spear anymore. It's not even close. There's so many.
We're gonna get back to the timeline, but I think what hurts Goldberg even more as time goes on is that it would be one thing if he was just badly booked in WWE, but what makes him worse is how he talks like outside of WWE.
And he doesn't sell.
He doesn't shut up, bro.
He doesn't know how to sell in the ring. I never thought he was a good seller. Maybe in his WCW days he was kind of a little bit of a good seller, but not all that great. And he's never been a good wrestler. He's never really been good at it.
Yeah, and the way he talks on like podcasts and stuff, you would think he's like
the greatest of all time.
But he's far from it.
Yeah.
Nah, but his first bump in the road in his return to WWE came at Fastlane 2017, man. So set the scene, man. Jericho and Owens were doing cinema on TV every week, and then I guess in some way Jericho ended up getting Owens in a match with Goldberg for the title. Basically, winner goes into WrestleMania as champion. That Goldberg and that Jericho and Owens feud should have led to a WrestleMania main event or at least for the Universal title, because I think they earned it with their work. Basically, 8 months going into the show.
What?
Jericho, I guess he cost Owens the title, but Owens loses that title in like 20, 30 seconds. 20, 30 seconds. And Goldberg versus Lesnar ends up being for the Universal title. I think that was the first biggest mistake at the time. Now, Tommy, I don't know if you were watching at the time, but if you were, what did you think?
I was just gonna ask, was that during the point, or was that, I guess, during the time where I'm about to bring up a segment, but it probably wasn't even the same storyline, where they had that little cage up above the ring, and I think
Yeah, that was a few months before that happened.
Okay, good. I just want to make sure I know which I guess version of Jericho and Owens we're talking about. But nah, that was actually really good. That was really good stuff that Jericho and Owens was doing.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna be honest. I'm quite thankful that I forgot that Goldberg kind of was the reason that kind of ended the way it ended. But now since I just got reminded, fuck Goldberg. That's how I feel. I feel fuck Goldberg. What the heck?
Rod.
Man, I don't know what they were thinking, bro. Bro, like you're telling me that you're gonna give Goldberg the title to set up a match between two part-timers, a match that had already happened prior when you had this very long story that was building between Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho. And then what made it even worse is it was the second match on a WrestleMania card that followed potentially one of the greatest openers at WrestleMania all time in Shane McMahon and AJ Styles. So they had to follow that.
And they went on second. It's crazy.
Bro, and you're telling me that they went for the U.S. title? Like, come on now. Like, this was a world title feud. It wasn't going to main event. It wasn't going to main event, by the way. Like, it wasn't going to main event the pay-per-view. But it would have probably been around the same time that, like, Goldberg and Brock happened. Like, I think that was, like, maybe the fifth match, right? I think that sounds pretty correct. Yeah. But, like, still, like, it's a match that deserved higher on the card and a championship match because the feud was really good. And honestly, the Festival of Friendship is one of the greatest. It's one of the greatest things that WWE has produced. That was such a good segment, and I still go back to rewatch it because it's so good. Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho that's
my favorite version of Jericho.
Yeah, no, he absolutely killed it. There, they both did actually. So
yeah, man. But so that was one thing, man. I think I'm just gonna skip over his stuff with like Taker.
Doesn't need to be talked about.
Doesn't. Yeah. No need for it because it didn't really hurt anybody, I guess, except him, his legacy. But
Ziggler wasn't used correctly.
But I will say, an honorable mention for my favorite things, or some of the few things that Goldberg did, was that Ziggler feud. Or was that the Ziggler match? Because it was unnecessary, but it was entertaining.
That was super entertaining
because Ziggler was good, bro.
Ziggler sold.
Bro, the way he sold those beers.
But I'm also not gonna lie. I know I just said Goldberg is not a great seller, but bro, he actually low-key kind of sold pretty well in that match. I remember. I think he took a super kick from.
I thought Ziggler was gonna take it real quick.
Was that SummerSlam 2018?
2019, I think.
19, okay. Huh.
It was such a random opening or a random match.
That was the one in Toronto, right? That was the one when Trish had returned against Charlotte. Damn, dude, I don't remember that match.
I gotta go back and look at that show. But
it must have me too, because that show sounds like it was kind of okay.
So I'm not gonna lie, he cooked there. He had the help of Ziggler, but he cooked there. But going into 2020, man, I think this was way worse. What Goldberg did to The Fiend was way worse than what he did to Owens. Because The Fiend was coming in as probably the hottest character in wrestling. He's getting people talking. His work was so good. I remember seeing reports that like parents didn't want their kids watching because kids were getting scared of seeing The Fiend's commercial and stuff on TV. Bro, he was doing such good work. Such good work. He was scaring kids. But Goldberg beats The Fiend and takes the Universal title going to WrestleMania. And unfortunately, COVID happened, but it was supposed to be Roman versus Goldberg, which I don't think many people wanted to see.
Kind of away from like the Goldberg stuff, but like I could imagine, right, if kids were getting scared of The Fiend, I wonder what they thought of Firefly Funhouse Ray. Because I'm not gonna lie, as scary as Fiend could be, as obviously if you're a kid, bro, like Firefly Funhouse Ray is pretty fucking creepy.
Yeah.
That's I think as a kid, I think I'd be more scared of that than the Fiend, because that's literally I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Split. It's like this man that carries so many different personalities. That's kind of what that version of Bray is he carries so many different personalities. Like he can snap while being happy, which is pretty scary. But back to the actual topic of conversation, yeah, bro, I'm not gonna lie, like what Goldberg did to the Fiend, he legitimately killed that character.
Yeah.
He put that character in the ground. If there was ever anybody with a true golden shovel, I think it was Goldberg on that night.
Reigns and Goldberg did not need a title, bro.
I always hear how great the Fiend was and how tragic his run was because of how WWE kind of treated it in terms of booking. There was just too many guys going over when they probably shouldn't have been going over, like Goldberg.
Started off on a good, bro. His run from May or
SummerSlam.
June of 2019, or SummerSlam, through his loss to Goldberg, bro.
Do you guys remember that SummerSlam entrance when he went up against Finn Balor? That was one of the most. I remember watching it live, and I think that's the only thing I truly remember from that show, except for Tristan and Charlotte, because I don't remember anything else from the event. I really don't. And I just remember thinking to myself, I'm like, dude, this is like one of the sickest things I've ever seen in my life. Like it kind of brought me back to like Undertaker. Like obviously Undertaker's entrance is second to none, and I think we'll always talk about the Fiend in that regard because he was like his character work was so good, and just seeing that entrance for the first time, absolutely insane. Him coming out with the light, and then it's basically his face with his mouth open, and then the lantern literally right inside. It's
all the little things, man.
It's one of the craziest entrances. And just Bray in general has always had a great entrance. And I can picture it back to look at how his WrestleMania entrances are. Complete darkness, the fireflies. I mean, I see so many people. One entrance that they always talk about is it wasn't even a special entrance, but the WrestleMania 32 one, where he came out and it's 100,000 people just flashing lights, and it's pretty crazy, bro. Bray Wyatt really had one of the craziest entrances of all time.
Shout out to Bray, man. Shout out to Bray. R.I.P. R.I.P. What's good with y'all, man? How y'all been? Hey,
EJ.
What's good, EJ, man? It's been a good day, man.
It's okay, EJ. Knicks losing today. OKC losing today also, or a couple days ago also sucked. So NBA is slacking on their booking like bad.
Yeah.
Interesting call from the writing team today, man.
Yeah, no.
And then they let Minnesota just beat the Nuggets. Yeah, their booking is off.
When the Nuggets were literally up almost 20. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And they missed, by the way, like 10 straight shots. When does that happen?
I know Jokic is happy as hell, though, bro.
He gets to take a break.
He's going home, bro. He's going to get to go home with his horses.
Nah, he's finna take a gold medal from us. Fun fact. That's what he's finna go fucking do. Hey, man, just because he said that, child,
the Olympics are this year. I forgot about that. Hey, actually, I will be watching basketball this summer. I will be watching basketball this summer because the Olympics are around, and I will be watching Team Canada.
Team Canada!
Because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander will be playing for Team Canada. So I will be watching.
Canada. Oh, I don't know how it goes.
I will. My allegiance does not lie anymore with Team USA. My allegiance lies with Team Canada.
Yeah, go Maple Leafs.
Go Maple Leafs. Go maple syrup. Go
It's gonna be some good basketball this summer. I'm not gonna lie.
I know, right? Freaking and no, not the NBA finals. We talking about the Olympics where real basketball is played, not that fucking fraudulent NBA finals. We'll be watching the Olympics.
If Anthony Edwards ends up winning the series, man, Tommy, I'm just gonna troll you just because I don't even care if he wins.
I really don't need
just because you like it.
I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. Anthony Edwards cannot win shit before SGA, bro. He's not better than SGA. I need niggas to understand that. That is it.
It would just make it hard for you to explain it if it happened, though.
It would be almost impossible, especially since they've been in the league about the same time. has similar. I mean, they haven't been to the playoffs that many times, but yeah, I would lose that debate because he would have a ring. I would lose that debate easily.
Anyways, man, I think we got through the reign of terror from Goldberg, unless anything bad happened after that. I don't think so. No, you know what? He took a bunch of losses after that, right?
Wait,
Don't
who?
ask me. Don't ask
Goldberg?
me.
Wait.
Basically.
He took a loss to Bobby.
Lost to
I know.
Bobby, Drew, Ray.
Drew,
You know,
yeah.
he has. I don't think he. I think the last time he won a match was.
Braun Strowman at.
Oh, he took a loss to
37.
Strowman.
Yep.
No, I'm not gonna lie.
I'll give him I'll actually give him applause for that. Because after Roman, and actually, Braun Strowman just told the story WrestleMania weekend that Goldberg handpicked, because obviously Roman with the leukemia stuff could not participate at WrestleMania that year. He handpicked Braun Strowman to actually beat him for the title that year. So I'll give an applause to that. Even though the Braun Strowman thing was way ahead of its course, like he had already lost all the popularity. But I'm just glad we got to see Braun Strowman as a world champion.
Shout out Goldberg for that, man.
I'm still not a fan of Braun Strowman, so I'm probably gonna be.
You didn't like his "I'm not done with you, boy" phase,
Bro, Tommy, that was actually good stuff.
You can't lie.
Oh, he was out. Tommy was out of wrestling at that time.
Oh no! How did you not see his feud with Roman, bro?
Also, I would like to continuously remind chat that Tommy missed out on the entire Black and Gold NXT.
What a shame! What a shame!
It's a special place for you, Thomas.
Shout out to Finn Balor and Adam Cole.
Blood thinks he's on the team. Braun Strowman was going crazy through 2016 and 2020.
There was so I know you're about to say one, but I actually just want to talk about one of these real quick. It actually comes from Yukio. Gable Stevenson being hired.
He wasn't he a number one draft pick?
Like, no, I don't know about number one draft pick.
He wasn't. He was in the draft.
Was he in the first round?
Wasn't he?
I'm not gonna lie. I don't remember.
Bro,
but I will say this: me and
really high for no reason.
Me and Tommy were at that first match. We sat right next to each other, and we were just hearing people boo, and we were like, "Why not?" We just both started booing him too. But man, that was a very interesting debut.
You know what's crazy, Russell? If you didn't just say that, I completely forgot I've seen this guy. Completely.
Yeah, we saw him.
I would have completely forgot.
Gable
Zero aura.
Bro, was probably him and Odyssey Jones are probably two of the most useless people that I've seen in the last couple of years on the roster.
What do they do?
Whatever they pay.
You gotta pull up that meme. You gotta pull up that meme.
WWE wasted about.
What do they do? Does he know? Does he know? Oh man, dude! Like, and the fact that they were trying to pull Gable Stevenson as the next Kurt Angle, it just never sat right with me.
It really annoyed me when they were trying to do that, or just kind of put that picture out there like
Gable Stevenson
and Odyssey Jones. One bright thing that I think will come out of Gable Stevenson is the match he had at NXT Great American Bash with Baron Corbin.
You think that's a bright thing?
Well, yeah, because they had that shit was fire.
Was it?
Fire was kind of a stretch, actually. You don't think fire?
Wait, hold on.
I think the crowd was fire because we were in it, but
the match. No, but come on, the match
was
well.
Bro, there wasn't a match.
Well, it wasn't really a match, but like the ending was pretty cool. Like them just going at it, freaking them just going at it crazy, bro.
But there's no reason why they had to kind of keep him protected, though. It's because, like, who was he? You know,
wasn't that Baron Corbin's first match, other than his NXT title match with Ilya.
I think so.
Or Carmelo.
He could have definitely pinned Gable Stevenson, bro. They would have. Yeah, I don't know why they. Because I could have sworn they did a no contest or something stupid.
I mean, it would have been fine for him to take the pin. Not gonna lie, because it's Baron Corbin, and he can do whatever. That's what he's there for. But I don't know, man. But nah, Gable Steveson, that's gonna be a funny YouTube video. I'm like
Is he one
one
of
of
the
the bigger
worst?
YouTubers, bro.
Is he one of the worst hires that WWE has ever made?
Um,
I think just
I don't want to say
specifically.
worst. I would say most useless.
I
If
would
they
say
did, if
he's
they tried to do more with him, he could have been one of like the worst.
I get why they did make the hire, but it just didn't work out.
I would
Yeah.
say it's one of the worst ones for the simple fact that they put so much stock into him, and I don't think anybody was ever able to buy into him other than the people in higher what am I
Ronda
trying to say?
Rousey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to be honest, Ronda Rousey, bro.
Yeah, Ronda Rousey.
She
She was
gets-
at least pretty good for her first run. Like she was enjoyable and entertaining to watch in her first run.
Yeah.
So she was before she took the leave and came back at Royal Rumble 22. Before that whole thing, she was very good. I really enjoyed thoroughly her run in 18 and 19, right?
Early 19, yeah.
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed her run then.
Yeah, man. Gable Steveson, an interesting topic, man. Next one, man.
Flop of a topic.
Cena putting over Theory. This one's interesting because I do know there's people out there that would say that it was the right call for Theory to get over Cena, but which I get why they did because they thought Theory was going to be him. But they have failed Theory since then, or maybe Theory just hasn't been putting in the right amount of work.
This one sucks because Theory's not bad, bro.
Not at all.
He's good in ring. He's a good character. Like he plays a very good heel role. I just don't know where I don't know where they have failed with him. I kind of get caught up in that question is how have they failed this guy when this is first off he's young. He's got to be at least 25, 26, right? And they've failed him in almost every aspect because he's not bad in the ring. He's not a bad character and he's not bad on the mic. So I always kind of question like how did they fail him? Obviously he got cooked by Cena on the mic, but who doesn't get cooked by Cena on the mic? So like I just feel like that's more on the WWE that they haven't tried to book him better more than him not actually putting in the work because I do believe he's putting in the work. I just believe whatever they're handing him is kind of just not the right thing.
I think his ascension to what he became around the Cena thing was too fast. Granted, there were people like Kurt Angle, who else had a Styles, who had a crazy ascension to the top of WWE. But that not everybody could do that though, and that's no knock on Theory, but you can't do that with everybody, and I think that's what they try to do.
His career started to resemble a little bit of John Cena, for the simple fact that John Cena they were trying to push him to the top almost damn near immediately, with having him getting the handshake from the Undertaker, and then having those matches with Kurt Angle. He was never truly able to find his character or at least his groove until he actually became the Doctor of Thugonomics. And I got a feeling it's kind of the same thing with Austin Theory. I don't think he's found his niche yet. Like they haven't given anything to him that he can actually go ahead and take off. I think the best thing that he has done in the main roster was his United States title run prior to the whole John Cena thing. Him winning at Survivor Series 2022. Dude, like when he got serious, he started to get really good. Like when he got real serious and he started to actually because he got real serious when he lost the title and then regained it back at Survivor Series 2022. Yeah. I just I'm starting to think his career is starting to resemble that of John Cena's when he was earlier on in his career before he ever became the Doctor of Thugonomics.
I'll say I like what they're doing now with him just because, or obviously versus what they did with him with the U.S. title reign, because I feel like this kind of fits him more. I just feel like this version of Theory is more genuine, and I think it sucks that he didn't have something like a Grayson Waller to kind of help him elevate really each other in the tag team. I think that was the big thing they were missing, and I agree with Russell's spot. I think when they did put him over Cena, it was probably too fast because again we weren't completely sold on him yet.
it's crazy because the one thing that stands out to me in Austin Theory's career, and it's the greatest thing that he's been able to do, was when he was in the way, he was kind of almost able to be his authentic self. If you see him behind behind screens, behind the scenes, he's kind of like a babyface type of guy who has um this like personality to him that he can just make people laugh. He's just naturally funny.
Well, yeah, and I think that's kind of his comedic side comes out a little bit with Grayson Waller now. And like you said, it's kind of where he kind of excels. And I think even if he's like a goofy baby face or kind of like a kind of annoying goofy heel, kind of what he's doing now, I think those type of characters is where he would excel the most.
I think he hasn't been great, whether it's him or being booked week to week. I would say that, but these spots that they put him in, like remember with his stuff with The Rock, and then his little the Grayson Waller effect in Australia. I think he was really good in those spots, bro.
Golden.
He's golden in these like little spots that he gets put in. It's just
you don't expect him
maybe
to do
better.
Much.
Yeah. Maybe it's just he needs better booking when it comes to being a week-to-week character. And I think once this A-Town Down Under split happens down the line, which doesn't need to happen anytime soon because I like what they're doing, but when it does happen, maybe Theory needs to go babyface. I don't know.
That's actually what I was just about to say. I'd love to see him. I'd like to see them try him as a babyface. I think he'd be a super enjoyable babyface that can get over with the crowd so well, because he's a good guy in reality. Like he makes people laugh and stuff like that. So I think they got to try him out as a babyface.
No, I agree.
Making my mark. Then look at this one real quick. They're making feuds like Triple H versus Randy Orton and Seth Rollins versus Dean, a normal match. Both should have been no DQ. Also should have started the matches with rest holds. True?
Yeah, this is true.
Yes.
Yep.
Well, sometimes there's too many matches outside of WWE all no DQ. I think if you'd like it, Triple H versus Randy Orton or Seth versus Dean before Dean left was perfect. Of course. Indeed.
Yeah, especially the Triple H RKO joint. 100%.
Yeah, the Triple H. Yeah, that one definitely. Definitely needed that one needed a stipulation because at least Seth and Dean, like while they do need one, I think their chemistry is good enough and they're pretty skilled. Damn, because me saying that it's almost like I'm saying that Triple H. It's almost like I'm saying Triple H and Randy Orton aren't skilled, but it's their the way they wrestle. It's completely different. Like Seth and Dean are more fast paced, and I think nowadays people enjoy that fast paced type of wrestling. So, and I think Triple H and Randy just wrestle a slower style that I don't know if people will actually like. I don't know if people will like it, you know. So, it's like very rugged. So, and there's not much technicality because neither of the two are very technical.
I can see it. I feel you.
Yeah, I think him beating Cena and then bragging about it while no one really cared anymore. Well, it really didn't do nothing for him, bro. It was crazy.
I think the most telling part of that whole storyline was that Cena was saying that like even if he wins, he still loses. Like even if Theory wins, he still loses because he has to go out there.
That hurts him the most. That's what hurt him the most.
On the Monday that he had to come out there on the Monday.
Yeah.
He
the fact that Cena said what happened and it actually happened.
Literally, I just think Cena knew that the writing was on the wall, and I hate that people say that he pulled out the golden shovel, but it's like he actually didn't because it was Austin Theory's job to make it work. Like
he basically giving him a platform. Like that was kind of like it sounds crazy, but giving him a platform to be like, all right, now prove me wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
Can hurt some people, but if you're really legit and what they're trying to make Theory seem, then he should have been bigger by now.
Look at and I hate to bring this one up, but look at Kevin Owens. And obviously Kevin Owens at the time was at a completely different level of his career than what Austin Theory was at that point. But Kevin Owens, was getting obliterated on the mic during his feud with John Cena, and he always found a way to combat that with being good in the ring, because I think the other thing that kind of hurt Theory was the match was so bad with Cena. And I don't know if that had more to do with Theory or it had more to do with Cena, but at the end of the day, it's Theory's job to also make that match work better, and it just never happened.
Facts.
Nah, man, but wouldn't I don't think any of us would give up on Theory just yet. Still
He's
very
young.
young.
He's 25. Like I don't know why you would give up on somebody who's that young, especially with the amount of potential that we have seen in him. Because I mean I hope I speak for both of you guys, but I do think he has an extreme amount of potential.
Definitely a future world champion, man.
I
Honestly,
think so.
I want to
still
see.
think so.
I want to see down the line, maybe like a Payback or a Fastlane, a Theory versus Cody program for the title would be good. Bring out
He
what
has-
Theory.
he has
That
the
would
look.
be really good.
He has the look of like a champion and somebody who could be a main event level talent.
Yeah, you got a story right there, Cody, saying how his rise to the top was, or in Theory's rise to the main event was handed to him. Stuff like that.
Literally. No, that might be. You might be cooking. I might need a Theory and Cody Rhodes feud just because I feel like Cody Rhodes could really help out Theory right now.
All it has to be like a little month program heading into one of these B tier pay per views or C tier pay per views. That's all it needs.
And I think someone like Cody can definitely help whatever they're trying to do with Theory. Definitely.
Maybe that's what they'll do at Fastlane, Payback, Money in the Bank, something.
Because Logan's already great, but watch how much more great he's going to be after he loses to Cody. Just watch.
Yeah. I think that'll definitely elevate him.
Yeah,
I really like Theory. I think his moves are good. He's got a good look, good physique. His team isn't bad. He just needs a good character that actually works for him. That's right.
That is true. There's literally he's hitting almost everything. From a like he has so many great intangibles. I think the only thing that's not working for him is just the character. But his intangibles are great.
The now.
Yeah.
It don't really work. I like his goofy side. I guess we just got to find a way to turn that goofy side into a main event threat down the line.
Facts. And they can already, when they do find that character that works for Theory, before they just slap it on them, they need to pause maybe. Pause. Was that a pause? Slap it on them. Pause.
Another completion. Let's go.
But anyways, when they do give him whatever character they give him next, or whenever they find that thing, I think they should make it a slow burn. And give him someone like a Cody or even just another higher main event talent. Just be like, bro, Theory, you shouldn't even be in the ring with me type thing. Make him like really work for that character, and then we get Theory being a main event guy now. Another person that I think could really help Theory is Randy Orton. That's another feud that I would really.
Oh yeah, that could be great.
Yeah,
that could be great. So kind of moving away from that one, there's one right here that comes from Catalyst. He said shitty world title runs, some champions, for example, were like Great Khali and Jinder, and same thing with like Swagger. I think those were all bad booking decisions. I'm not gonna lie. Those three right there, Khali, Jinder, and Swagger.
Mm-hmm.
I think those, especially Swagger, bro, that did absolutely nothing for him. The Jinder one, man, that one, that like, there's no defending that one. And same thing with the Khali one. What do you guys think about those?
Well, I have a question for you then. I have a question for you because your guys' wrestling mind is a little bit, better than mine in terms of remembering things. So I literally just saw a tweet about this today. When Swagger, I think, won the Money in the Bank, I think in that ladder match, Drew McIntyre was in it. Do you guys think at that time Drew should have won that Money in the Bank? He was the chosen.
There were a few names in there that could have been a better pick than Swagger.
He was the IC champion at the time.
He was, yeah.
And maybe if he
look at
wasn't,
that match real quick.
So there was Kofi Kingston, there was Christian, there was Evan Bourne, there was Kane, there was Matt Hardy.
Look at this guy Rod going off crazy.
Oh man, I'm trying to think.
Yeah, I told you. Y'all guys.
I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of crazy that he was able to name that off the top of his head. Maybe you're right, Rich. Okay, so it was, as he was saying, Jack Swagger, Christian, Dolph Ziggler, Drew McIntyre, Evan Bourne, Kane, Kofi Kingston, Matt Hardy, MVP, Shelton. But honestly, low-key, I mean, MVP was kind of out of his best work at the time, but that wouldn't have been a bad one. Shelton would, the gold standard would have been interesting. It could have worked. I would either have gone Ziggler, McIntyre, or Kofi.
McIntyre was probably the best option.
Wait,
I just
I
think
think he made the most sense.
did
he
Randy
made-
really fuck up his momentum?
Kofi?
Yeah, I feel like that feud was really good though. That's why I'm like, did it end bad? Or?
Apparently it was because of one move or something like that.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
He called him stupid.
I don't know,
I would say Drew, man. I think Drew being the chosen one and him being featured heavily on SmackDown as a main event talent, because he was also having matches with the likes of like the Undertaker and stuff like that during the time. He was the perfect guy, man.
Imagine if we ended up getting Drew versus Taker that year instead of Taker versus Michaels too.
Hold on. Okay,
No.
wait. Was Drew really cooking like that back then? I don't remember him.
He was.
It was good stuff.
He was like one of the better heels in the WWE at the time.
I'm
I'm
not
gonna have to
gonna
go back.
lie. That entrance was crazy.
And there was aura. His entrance was aura back then. Just
Well,
when,
I know his entrance was tough, but like
his entrance was his character work. It's like he came off as a cocky, arrogant asshole. Like, and
then 3-man band happened.
Yeah. But also, look, here's the thing: is like he had the look, but he has an even more now.
yeah, when I look back at like Drew McIntyre now or then, I'm like, damn, what a transformation! Like he really.
What's
But,
crazy
like-
is he didn't look bad, but his look now is crazy.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. But the thing is his character has always been very like he's always been a good character. Like he always knows how to work a crowd, and he knows how to play heel. He knows how to play face. I just think the only thing that was really holding him back was the physique, and he got into the best shape of his life. And I mean, look at what he's doing now. I mean, he's what 2-time world champion, and right now he 3-time. My bad, because he won it twice in the pandemic, and then now at Mania.
I forget.
So he's
Yeah.
3-time world champion, and then he's putting on the best feud right now in the WWE, and him and the person who are doing it are injured. So it kind of just speaks to the type, to the work he was doing back then, and that all he needed was just a sudden change, and then boom, he was back in the WWE.
I think
hitting
if I
at
was
every level.
I think if I was my age now back then, I think I would have cared for Drew, but at the time I was just so into Michaels, Taker, Cena.
Maybe
Batista,
that's
you know?
why. Maybe that's why I'm not like really like remembering like Drew.
Yeah, I think as we get older, we start to appreciate the undercard. You know,
Yeah.
Bro, like it's crazy. I'm gonna have to. I'll send you guys a link, dude. He put on a banger match. I'm gonna have to find it. It was on a random SmackDown for the IC title. Him and John Morrison.
yes,
Like,
I know exactly what you're
I
talking
know
about.
exactly.
That SmackDown mid card division during that time, that 2009, 2000, like early 2010, consisted of like Rey Mysterio and Drew McIntyre, John Morrison. Like there was a lot of like really good talent. This was when it was SmackDown X.
Random.
Random as hell, but SmackDown X was a really cool. It was
Only
really
one
cool 'cause
episode WWE's year SmackDown 10th anniversary.
Oh wait, I was just about to say. I used to, a lot of my friends at school and sound cool because they're like, "What does the X mean?" I was like, "Bro, it's 10 years, guys. What do you? Duh, come on, guys. I know
Thought it was
that."
him.
Making my mark is he's making another great point. John Morrison versus Rey Mysterio for the IC. Man,
Mhm.
the IC title division during that time was so good. I actually during that time in 2009, 2010. I don't know why, but I like SmackDown a lot more. I just think with the guys like Edge and Chris Jericho
Loki
and Undertaker,
2011 in there too, bro.
2011's in
Orton
there,
and Christian.
Or in Christian. You sprinkle a little bit of Undertaker in there. You had Sheamus and Big Show on there too.
Bro, like random classic, not
Random
bang-
matches like just on SmackDown on a weekly show. I'm just like, what the hell? And, and Wade Barrett was on yeah, like dude, they were cooking during that time.
minus the core. We don't count the core there.
But like his singles run more came in 2012 in 2012.
But I really Ray Bear's single run is low-key slept on. I really like that run.
He's one of those guys that should have had a world title run earlier in his career,
Yes.
like at the early half. But yeah, next one, man. I'm gonna skip over this list. We're gonna come back to a few of these ones I did want to talk about, but since we were talking about Cena just not too long ago, let's get it over with, man. Cena versus the Nexus. You knew what was gonna happen when you saw the title of the video. The Nexus, man. Wade Barrett should have been a WWE champion. This faction had so much heat,
Potential.
so much potential, bro. But
So much.
Cena pulled like a 3-1 comeback or something.
Yes.
Bro, what was Cena? And that was the thing. It
He
was
didn't wanna
wasn't
lose.
it Cena's? It was Cena's call for this
Yeah,
to
he didn't-
happen.
Yeah,
So
he
that
didn't
makes it
want to
even
lose.
crazier.
I think Cena does look back on this. And I think I've heard him talk about it on interviews. He does look back on this, and he actually regrets it because he does realize that Wade was a championship level talent.
Shame with
And
him.
and man, the fact that Cena couldn't see it back then was crazy to me, especially just knowing now that like how knowledgeable he is. I'm like, man, like when you're a guy like John Cena, especially by 2010, you've had everything not given to you, but you've had everything on your shoulders for the last 5 years. And the fact that you don't want to give it up to somebody else to kind of take over the reins, even if it's for a little bit, like at the end of the day, John Cena is John Cena. Nobody was probably gonna overtake his spot as the top guy in the company. But
Mhm.
you don't have to be the WWE champion or involved in WWE championship feuds to be the top guy. So the
Fact.
fact that he never gave Wade Barrett the opportunity to kind of showcase that was kind of unsettling with me, especially me being a Cena fan. And then, I mean, at the time I was super like, yeah, let's
I was like, hell yeah.
hell yeah. Like
Now-
now it's kind of like looking back on it, I'm like, oh, like, like, because you don't realize all these things like when you're watching it off of just pure enjoyment and what you
Mhm.
like, but then when you start to kind of see the unbiased side of it, you're kind of like, oh, well, I kind of see what went wrong here, and
It's that
was
Bolea mentality, man, at
Yeah,
the top
that-
of the card.
that was one of the worst ones I've seen. I don't. That's definitely up there with Triple H and Booker. I'm not gonna lie.
Mhm.
It might be worse than it actually than Triple H and Booker.
Wade Barrett is easily one of those things like, what if, man? Just what if?
I think, yeah, kind of like what EJ's saying. I think everybody who's ever been at the top has had their moment. We'll call it the Bolea disease. It's had their thing.
That's crazy.
Bolea disease, man, or the Bolea effect, something like that, man.
Roman.
Okay, what is Roman's Bolea effect moment been? I'm not gonna lie. His Bolea effect has been pretty positive. If he wanted the win over Cody at Mania last year, because of the moment it created this year,
Yeah.
I do think it was it had to be some little selfish part of him because he wanted the whole title for another year. But
Yeah.
it worked out for everybody in the end.
Mhm.
I'm trying to think if he had a Balea moment.
He has. I don't care. I'll say this. Maybe he hasn't had one yet, but it's coming.
It's coming.
He's about to be a top baby face. It's coming.
The Edge one I won't say is a Balea moment because I mean, Edge could have won, but then like
I think in the long haul, it ended up making sense.
I feel like Edge has his own list.
I think Edge heads would probably say that it was Balea.
Stone Cold
Man.
walking out would probably be his Bolea effect.
I'm trying to think that he.
And Hogan created it, so that's Hogan.
I'm really trying to think. Like, has he? I'm trying to think of like every match that he's had in his title reign, and there's one. There's got to be at least one in there where it was like a Balea moment. And I want to say it's the Drew one at Clash. That was
how? How was that? How?
That was a moment for Drew.
I think that's not gonna work for me, brother. Exactly, mate.
That one's as close as it gets.
I think that's the closest one, but even then, I think Roman was right if he did make that call.
So, obviously, in hindsight, right? I think before WrestleMania 40, everybody would have said last year's WrestleMania was the biggest Balea moment.
If Roman would have retained here this year, that would have been his moment.
So let me ask you this: if he would have retained this year, what would have been worse, the 39 one or the 40?
Probably
41.
40, bro. 40.
The biggest WrestleMania
That
event
would
of all
be
time.
crazy, bro.
Okay, no. Imagine this. All the stuff still happens.
Almost
Taker comes out, Rock comes out, and Roman still
went.
somehow
Oh yeah,
beats
40 is 40 would be.
I can see the memes now, bro. You had the whole Hall of Fame come out for Cody, and he still loses. It's fucking crazy.
That would have been. I'm telling you, me being at WrestleMania, I think I would have walked out of there pretty
That
deflated.
BTBC live would have been very different, y'all.
Oh my God.
I think I would have walked out pretty deflated. Like I would have probably gave up on wrestling for a little while.
BTBC on a hiatus for a couple weeks.
We might have taken a hiatus because what were there to be talking about? What were there to be
Like, wait, the closest one was probably Shinsuke. The Shinsuke.
I don't remember that. Adam Pearce pinned Shinsuke?
Did that happen?
I don't remember that.
I don't remember that either.
You know, it's crazy. Well, damn. Well, this wasn't really a Balea moment, but I don't know. I feel like the moment was there, but obviously it wouldn't have worked out in the long run. Was Sami Zayn, Chamber 23.
I think he was right for getting the win there, but I guess yeah.
Oh
no, man.
I think the biggest one.
IWC, we just created the term for y'all, man.
Yeah.
The Balea moment.
The biggest one was definitely to me the Drew one at Clash. That
was huge.
Even looking back in hindsight, that's still I think, like, don't get me wrong, this made Cody like very, very you know, like it made him huge. But man, if Drew would have got that win, like, you know, and I don't know.
Not gonna lie, if that doesn't happen though, we don't get this Drew.
No, we don't. We don't. But
you know what, Roman?
The thing
I'll say this. I don't think Roman has one.
The thing that kind of sets it is just when you heard Broken Dreams, I was just like, man, he has to win. And then to see also Tyson Fury kind of get in the mix of it too, I was like, man, like he has to win.
Yeah, that's right. Bianca did not deserve to beat Asuka. What?
I don't know how I feel about that.
For the
title. No, I think it was fine because Bianca was working the injury angle and Io Sky was able to get the money and been cashing on her. But yeah, I think I'm say Roman doesn't have one on hold for now. He's definitely gonna have one because it happens.
Oh yeah, his babyface run finna be crazy.
Right.
I just wonder.
If he I'm gonna say this: if Roman ever gets the title again, that is a Balea moment because there's no reason for him to have a championship.
I don't think he should have a championship ever again in his run.
So Roman, if you ever end up, especially if you win that world heavyweight title, that is your Balea moment.
Imagine he go to
Raw. You're not thinking of Balea moments. I think the Rock might have the most Balea moments of anybody.
No, he's got a bunch, bro. CM Punk.
Yep, CM Punk. That's number one right there.
He was about to have one. I mean, Loki. If this really wasn't a storyline meant to happen the whole time,
I'm not gonna lie, he's about to have one because I think he's gonna beat Cody for the title.
Don't say that.
Creating the People's Championship.
Yeah, that's a belief.
Okay, so at first I was like, okay, maybe he didn't have no part in this when Muhammad Ali's wife gave it to him. But the fact that he's carrying it on TV, that was predetermined, bro. His ass is not a champion.
Yo, hey, you know, I was reading a report the other day that they're gonna make that match with him and Cody a double title match.
Dude, why?
Why the hell does Cody care about the title with the Brahma Bull on it?
You know why? Because that title's not gonna. Because Cody's losing the Universal title. He's gonna lose it. Bro.
I love what The Rock is doing right now, the final boss. But if he wins that championship, bro,
the undisputed, they're gonna be calling him double champ, the undisputed, people's, the undisputed people's champion.
If that ever becomes a thing, that's crazy,
bro. Think about that because right now they're calling it the WWE Undisputed Championship, right? The WWE Undisputed People's Champion. That's gotta be one of the most sickening names.
Yeah, that's gonna be The Rock's biggest moment.
And then, and then here's the thing, right? If that happens, you know Roman's about to get the Balea moment because he's gonna win the title back off of Rock.
WWE would be in the shitter.
Yeah, if they do that, they'll be right back in first base.
Low key, EJ. I think if they were gonna have Asuka lose the title that soon, they should have just had Bianca end her record reign to Io Sky at SummerSlam through cash in. That's just me.
Oh yeah, no.
I don't think
was
Bianca
on
should
that.
have ever lost the title to Asuka in the first place,
Yeah.
especially because she beat her at WrestleMania. But yeah, man. Roman, your time is coming, and we'll be ready.
Yep.
We'll be
make
ready for the
another
Balea
video
moment.
you.
We'll be ready.
We'll make another
I'm
video.
gonna as soon as it happens. Like if we're not at the show, I'm gonna send a text in our group chat. Be like, there it is. But
I'm not gonna lie. Because you said the CM Punk one, the Rock beating CM Punk. I
Yes.
low-key think Rock beating Cena is a Balea moment. There's not. I don't.
at 28,
Yeah, I don't know how we didn't need it twice in a lifetime. And let's say we were never gonna get twice in a lifetime, right? Let's say it was never
It was only
gonna
one-off.
happen. It was a one-off. You're
Rock
supposed to
should
be
have lost
passing the
Cena.
torch.
Yeah.
I mean, look, it's not really a passing of the torch because Cena already had the torch. He fucking took
He
it.
did. He took it
But-
because
but
Rock
still-
Cena
But
because
I
Rock
feel
left.
like there's an imaginary torch that I feel like people had always kind of were giving to The Rock. And I feel like it was kind of The Rock's job to kind of pass that imaginary torch that whoever else still thought The Rock was, still the guy. It was for The Rock's job to kind of put those claims to rest.
I feel that.
And so if that would have happened, I don't know if The Rock would have lost to John Cena at 28, then we would never have been getting twice in a lifetime.
Low-key,
So I think that's
speaking of
another
Bolea
Balea
moments, that kind of ties in back into the episode. You talk about Lesnar, who has a bunch of those, man.
Man.
One specifically I want to talk about. 2019 Money in the Bank, Hartford, Connecticut. It looks like Mustafa
5
Ali
years
is
ago
about
today.
that's crazy. Mustafa Ali is about to win the Money in the Bank. I'm like, oh my god, we're about to get a new star. I wish I had the sound effect right now. I would play it. Lesnar's music thing hits, and he comes in, wins the Money in the Bank. Now I will say that his Money in the Bank thing was kind of entertaining with the briefcase itself, but the moment itself, bro,
Beast in the Bank. Yeah.
beast. Most unnecessary Money in the Bank holder of all time.
Yeah. It was very
Were
unnecessary.
you watching this time?
Nope.
Okay, good. Axel, man, what did you think of this?
So I was at the event, man. And then it's Brock Lesnar, so you kind of gotta
Of course
pop.
you pop, right? Yeah, I would've popped.
You gotta pop. But then when you're done with the show, right? Like
Shout
you're
out
walking
Mustafa.
out.
Oh, bro, he's cooking.
Yeah, he's doing great, bro. When you're leaving the show, you're like, what the fuck just happened? Like, this is a guy who wasn't even advertised for the show. And, like, yes, it was a surprise moment. It's Brock Lesnar at the end of the day, one of, like, the most known superstars in the world. But, like, you had the opportunity to build Mustafa Ali. I got a feeling, like, they punished him because of the injury he had earlier in the year, where then he had to give up that moment at Kofi Kingston, and then they were punishing him some more now during that
I'm
time.
not gonna lie, bro. I don't even think that was a pun. I don't even think they were mad at Mustafa. It's just the fact that Brock was ready to come back, or Brock was there, and they were gonna use him somehow.
It's so stupid, though.
Yeah.
Like, you could have had anybody else win that. Not anybody else, but, like, Drew could have won that one, too. Like,
Yes, Drew should have won that one.
Drew should have.
Let me look at who was in that one real quick.
It was
Yeah,
like
'cause I'm thinking
Drew,
of the-
Randy,
Andrade,
Ricochet.
Balor.
Yep.
Andrade? No.
Yeah.
Andrade would have been a good one.
Dude, Andrade. So that match, that 2019 ladder match, is one of the most spot monkey ladder matches you'll ever find. That is spot fest after spot fest after
Bro,
spot.
see, that's one thing that like a bad ending to a show can ruin the whole thing. Because this was a solid show. You had Bailey winning the Money in the Bank.
Seth and AJ.
Bailey cashing in.
KO and Kofi.
Yes, KO and Kofi.
Very
and
good
then the
match.
Money in the Bank. Okay, so this was had Mustafa Ali, Andrade, Baron Corbin, Drew McIntyre, Finn Balor, Randy Orton, Ricochet, and of course Brock Lesnar. It was originally supposed to be Sami Zayn, I think.
This was Constable Corbin, right?
Yeah.
Constable Corbin.
I wasn't a fan.
I mean, neither. But this match right here, this match is literally one of those most spot monkey filled ladder matches. No. There was like something that like fucking, I think a bug bit me and I'm kind of just itching at it. But literally that is one of the most spot monkey filled ladder matches I've ever seen. That spot where I believe it was Drew launched Ricochet over the top rope through the ladder. That was freaking insane.
In the spot where Andrade does the sunset flip to Balor
Through
into
the
the ladder,
ladder.
bro, that looked crazy.
Like,
I think I've seen that clip.
this was one of the most spot-filled like Money in the Bank matches you'll ever see.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a great match. I think it was like maybe 17, 18 minutes around there. And it was just filled with spots.
19.
Yeah. Dude, it was just filled with spots. And then, you're seeing Mustafa Ali go to climb the ladder to get the briefcase. And then you're almost thinking to yourself,
were you
like,
watching when you were there? Were you like, oh shit, it's him?
I thought he was gonna win. I'm like, oh, and then I'm not. During that point, I wasn't watching the ramp, paying attention to the cameras. I was more invested in the moment because I'm like, oh, like Mustafa Ali's gonna win. And you know how like sometimes you pay attention to the ramp, and you see the cameras kind of like facing up. Obviously, I wasn't really paying attention to that. I was more paying attention to the actual moment. And when that kind of popped up, and all you hear is Brock Lesnar's music, you can't do anything but just kind of pop and just be like, oh shit, that's Brock Lesnar. One thing that to kind of come out of that show was Brock Lesnar pushed the ladder down and he actually accidentally hit a fan.
Yeah. He almost ran into the cameraman.
He did. He came out of there. He came out of the backstage like a firing cannon.
Bro, Lesnar had so many moments, especially in that year. Like I think that might have been like at least in the second half of or this part of my adult life where I almost just called it on wrestling because of Lesnar.
EJ said he took a whole week off.
He was so bad to watch, bro. Like because you knew every match he was gonna win.
Because coming into this happened. That's one thing which I'm not. I was about to try to give it credit, but no. We did end up getting Rollins beat him for the title again at SummerSlam, which was it just didn't need to happen. He already beat him at Mania. Why? Especially because Lesnar held the title. He had 3 world titles in 2019. He had his first run with the Universal, his second run with the Universal, and then we're about to get to his next Balea moment, his next terrible booking decision when he beats Kofi Kingston for the WWE Championship in 6 seconds.
Racist.
On the first episode of SmackDown on Fox.
Racist. That's all I can say. Just racist.
Bro.
How dare they?
What was WWE doing, man?
How many seconds?
6 seconds.
Can I be honest with you? I remember vividly in that time period, Kofi Kingston. I was. This was like the time frame where I was just really into music at the time. So I used to watch like a bunch of radio interviews, and there was this one interview. He was on Hot 97, and I watched it. I'm like, oh wow, they have a black champion. Oh wow, it's Kofi Kingston. I may tune in. So happy I did it. I would have been pissed,
bro. You know what's crazier? All this was because they wanted Lesnar versus Cain Velasquez 2 at a Saudi show,
and I'm so glad I missed out on that.
Bro, even if they did it and it wasn't good, even if they did it and they did, it didn't need a title.
Not at all. Not at all.
But oh man,
I think Vince was scared of Brock Lesnar more so than he loved him.
Axel, what were you thinking at this time?
Man, to be honest, I wasn't really thinking anything because every single thought just went out of my mind. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Like I can't even think about it now because it's just like it's one of the worst things to ever happen, bro. Like first episode on Fox, right? And it started off pretty good, obviously the show started off with The Rock and Becky Lynch and was it Baron Corbin? I think.
Yes.
It started off very good and the show was very enjoyable. I think on that show we had the ladder match between Shane
Kevin
McMahon.
Owens and Shane, yeah. We also had Rollins in the Fiend segment where Fiend drags Rollins down.
And then to have that happen at the end of your show, and then that leaves a lasting like impression on everything that you're gonna do after that. And it's like you're gonna put the title on this guy for what?
The biggest problem of that episode, bro, was obviously that, but what hurt it so much was that whole episode of SmackDown was like new. We did have the return of The Rock just for a segment, but it was showcasing Becky Lynch as a top female WWE. You had Baron Corbin doing a pretty good segment in there. Then you have Kevin Owens taking down Shane McMahon, and that took Shane McMahon out of WWE. You have Bayley in there. You have this showcase of The Fiend and Seth Rollins. But then in the main event, you go back to your escape plan, your safe pick, Brock Lesnar.
Yep.
And the way they did it in
Was
6 seconds.
The worst part
all
about
because you wanted to have him with the former UFC star. It's insane.
Yeah, I'm speechless because it's one of the worst. It's one of the worst moments.
What's up, Elisha?
What's going on, Elisha? It's one of the worst moments to ever happen. It's almost like they just told Kofi, "You got your moment. You're good enough with that." So now you're just going to lose the title in 6 seconds.
Yeah,
that's bad,
exactly
bro.
what they told him. They're like, "We did what we were supposed to do. All right, back to Brock.
Back to our regularly scheduled programming."
Mm-hmm.
Man, that shit is so ass.
Low-key, you can throw the whole booking of Kofi Kingston's title reign.
It was bad.
There were some good moments here and there, but it wasn't good.
It was very underwhelming. But I think that's one of those championship reigns where the moment was.
So it was worth the moment. Yeah,
it was worth the moment. It's the same thing how I feel with Big E. Big E didn't have a great title reign. I think his best thing came with Bobby Lashley. Like his best feud and his best work came against Bobby Lashley.
Mm-hmm.
But anything outside of that was just awful, or just like it wasn't that good. But the moment was so good. The moment was so good, especially because, dude, that Money in the Bank win was ridiculous, bro. Him hitting the big ending to Seth Rollins, almost like 5-6 rungs up the ladder, climbing up, and then just hearing the crowd explode because that was the first crowd back after the pandemic.
That Kofi run was fine. I guess so. I guess it was worth the moment still, but I just think they didn't make him feel like the star he should have been, to be honest with you.
Nope.
I do think the Ziggler feud was good.
Did he have a Randy feud again or no?
And Samoa Joe feud was fine. I don't think anything. I think all of his feuds were fine. They just were missing that third gear, you know.
He didn't have a Randy feud. I thought he had a Randy feud as well.
He did. It was okay.
Mm.
Oh yeah, This is another Balea moment.
Oh, right I did. You know that kind of. I guess we can bring it in because we're on the topic of Brock. The next bad booking decision, man. The whole build to WrestleMania 38. Let's start off at WWE Day 1, 2022.
I just called myself in a lie, saying The Rock had the most Balea moments. I lied. It's definitely
Lesnar,
Brock.
definitely. So this is what happened, man. It was supposed to be Brock and Roman, and it was reported that Roman was supposedly supposed to lose the title to Brock here. And Roman ended up getting COVID and couldn't make the show. So that happens, and Brock ends up getting entered into the Fatal 5-Way for the WWE Championship. Big E was the champion. Now, honestly, I think anybody in that match other than Brock, I would have been fine with taking the title. It's the fact that Brock wins the title. We'll skip over. He loses the title back to Bobby Lashley at WrestleMania. At the Royal Rumble 2022.
3 weeks later, by the way.
3 weeks later, and it's because Paul Heyman sides with Roman Reigns. Paul turns on him. This is what makes me even more mad. They could have just kept it that way. You know what? You want an advanced storyline? That's fine. What makes this so bad is that Brock Lesnar won the WWE title back not even a month later at Elimination Chamber. And Bobby was never eliminated either.
He won
all
the
this
Rumble.
To say, we ended up getting Brock versus Roman for both titles at WrestleMania 38 when it didn't need to happen. Hindsight, we got Roman with 2 championships for a couple years, which kind of hurt, but I'm not gonna lie, I kind of liked Roman with 2 titles. But the way we got there was inexcusable, bro.
Facts. And I think at the time wasn't the, I don't want to say the bigger match, but like the match that made more sense was another Bobby and Lesnar match, I believe, wasn't it? Oh, am I a little ahead of the curve?
I think you're right. I just think they didn't think they had anything else for Roman at the time. That's my guess. Or like a big Mania opponent for Roman is what I'm thinking.
This is exactly why I think Cody is the best signing that they've had in this era, because
cooking.
They were able to finally someone who they can put in a program with Roman and make it the best thing that they possibly could.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because think about it, it wasn't going to be Brock. They don't trust Bobby all that much. Drew, like, he's there, but he is there, but I don't know what they don't see in him that they won't allow him to beat Roman. Because he hasn't beaten Roman. And it's like, what more do you have to see for him to beat Roman? And then Cody was that guy.
Yep.
So
I forgot to mention this whole thing. Brock lost the title that night and he won the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, literally at the end of the month.
I forgot. How did I forget to mention that?
This is potentially the worst stretch of booking I've ever seen in my life, because he goes, inserts himself into the fatal 4-way, makes it a fatal 5-way at day 1, wins it. By the way, wins it in the worst way possible, because he's getting his ass kicked the whole match. And then
he was selling crazy. I'll give him that, but
no, I'm not.
It didn't matter in the end.
When that was going on, I was like, oh my god, they put Brock here, but I think Brock is gonna lose. Like, I was really thinking that they were beating his ass, bro. They were beating his ass.
Bro, they were literally beating like the crap out of him. Comes back in the final seconds, F5s, Big E, 1, 2, 3. There's your champion.
It's a fatal 5-way. Why did they have him pin Big E, bro?
I was about to say, it was even worse that they made him pin Big E, bro.
3 weeks. I'll tell you, he has some against black people.
But even then, though, if they weren't gonna give us another Bobby and Lesnar match, he could have pinned Bobby. You know what I mean?
3 weeks later, Bobby and him have a match at the Royal Rumble, which was ass. By the way, that match is ass. Loses the title, inserts himself at number 30 in the Royal Rumble, and in the same fashion, he won day 1. He won at the Royal Rumble again because he just started dominating in the final seconds of the match, just chucking everybody out. Oh, and then you're going to have the Royal Rumble winner insert himself into Elimination Chamber to win a title so that you can make it a unification match and quote your WrestleMania main event as the biggest main event of all time. Like biggest main event, excuse me? Does Rock and Cena 1 not count? Like, right. What?
And then again, chat knows this. Actually, you wasn't on part of the show then, but I apologize to Tatiana all the time. So that was her first Mania. That was her first time like really getting into wrestling, and like that was.
I think the Mania was fine. It's just that main event.
The main event was full.
I said, Tatiana, this is gonna be a great main event. It was not that great of a main event.
Bro,
she looked at me and she was like, "Babe, this
I'm not gonna lie. I was in the crowd, and I think the crowd was invested into the main event.
No, we were because
prior to that
the
match
build was
starting,
fine, other than the title swap.
But like, I think when you have names like Roman and Brock, I think there's enough to get invested in. It's like, okay, well, we've had all these bad matches, but we know they can put on a good match because we've seen it before. So I think everybody was kind of under the impression, they're billing it as the biggest main event, okay? And you got Roman and Brock, who have had a good match before. I think this can work. And then, yeah, it turned out to be very bad.
Yeah, man. But EJ, I don't understand how that's a Bolea moment.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. That's not.
You got to be champion for 600 days.
Not a Bolea moment.
I'm not gonna lie, EJ. Since they don't agree with you, I'm gonna agree with you.
Mavs in 6 times.
I don't really have much substance after that, EJ. But hey, I agree with you.
Yeah, I don't think that's a Bolea moment. Gunther was literally champion for 600 days.
But
if you want to say Sammy beating Chad Gable was a Bolea moment,
that's possible.
I'd give you that one a little bit more.
But I will say I think that's gonna go somewhere else though. So I'm not gonna give it to you yet. But if Gable doesn't come out champion at the end of this, then yeah, that's a Bolea moment.
That's a Bolea moment, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Dashboard. Gunther is off to bigger and better things. Actually, I think that was the last one.
That was the last one?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Is there maybe like one more that I'm kind of... I'm trying to think of a very bad booking decision.
Yeah. Vince winning the ECW title is definitely,
Stupid. So dumb.
I don't even think that's one we need to really even acknowledge, but yeah, that's a very bad booking decision.
Who was champion before that?
Bobby Lashley, man.
Of course it was. Vince McMahon and these lovely African Americans, man.
Hey, Tommy, man.
What's up?
I'm not gonna take out my anger on these booking decisions on you, buddy.
That's crazy. Is that why you have the bat in your hand?
Yeah, man.
Whip him.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. Raw, that was crazy. Hey, we scared Donnie away the last week.
Hey, man. Donnie has not showed his face once.
We scared him away, bro.
I just thought about that. He has not been. He's not been in the chat tonight.
Because he wasn't here. This might have been the best episode ever.
He might be scared of you, Tommy.
I would be scared of me too. I don't blame him.
Hey, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, you know who else? One of my ops, Lee. Lee wasn't here either. We got. Hey.
You think he's scared?
Yeah, Tommy out here catching names, bro. Come on now.
Oh shit!
He's wearing that ski mask.
He's ducking like his boy Drew, huh?
Ducking. Drew's low-key faking his shoulder or his elbow injury right now.
Yo, Lee, I know you're gonna be watching this tomorrow, so just hey, man. I bet on the next stream that we do on Thursday, show yourself, cause you can't take this, bro. You can't take this.
I told y'all.
Oh, Dashboard,
He's all talk.
We did talk about this earlier in the stream, but yeah.
This is okay. So this isn't one of the worst booking, like per se booking decisions, but I think one of the worst things to have happened in a very long time was Vince coming back.
Yes.
Was Vince coming back before he eventually, obviously got taken out for good. I think that's one of the worst things to happen.
I feel like he was booking the show out of spite. He was he was power flexing at that moment in time.
Yeah. So that generally doesn't go into what like booking is, but in terms of I guess like worst decisions that the WWE has ever made was having him come back and putting himself in a putting himself in a position to book.
You know what? Let's do this to end the show. Let's give our worst booking decision that hasn't happened yet. That one that you think is going to happen down the line. That can be in the near future, or that can be in a couple years from now. I'll go first.
Wow.
I think Roman is going to end up winning that world heavyweight title one day. I don't think he needs to win any world title, but I think just to pat his dad's, he's going to end up doing
so the world heavyweight, so not the undisputed.
No,
okay.
The world title that he talked bad about.
He would be the biggest hypocrite in
WWE history.
history.
Yeah, that would be very bad. I'm not gonna lie.
I think Rod, you had a good one earlier about The Rock.
Yeah, that I'm just trying to think of a different one.
Well, if this happens recently, I think it would be a pretty bad situation. I don't think it would kill the other guy on the other end, but I don't think it would necessarily help the other guy either. Jey Uso running King of the Ring. I don't think it would help either. It wouldn't really kill Gunther, but it wouldn't really elevate Jey any more than he's already elevated. To be honest, that's how I feel.
I think one of the worst booking decisions that the WWE can do, and I think this will be within the next year, is not putting a world title on LA Knight.
Ooh, okay.
I think that guy is ready for a world title.
What about an AEW? Go ahead. Sorry.
I think he's ready for a world title, and I think he showed it. Fine. If you were to tell me that he wasn't ready for a world title before his match with Roman, I would have, maybe, I would have probably given you some credit on that. But he had the match with Roman, stood his ground, and after that, it almost seems like his popularity grew even higher. So, to me, if you don't capitalize on his popularity within the next year, and give him a world title run, then you've lost your mind.
That's true.
Obviously, I don't know how he beats Cody, but obviously, how we get there, I don't know. But yeah, that would kind of. But like a year from now, could be like also like he gets drafted to Raw, in the draft next year, and hopefully you give him a world title run then.
Tommy, you brought up one for AEW.
Yeah, I was just thinking, do you guys have one for AEW? I think I can. I think of it.
Chris Jericho stays as FTW champion.
Jesus.
Or actually, you know what? I'll do you one even better. One of the worst booking decisions that the AEW could do is keeping Chris Jericho on screen. Yeah, that's it right there.
Oh my god.
Mine is gonna be. It's not really a booking decision, but if they are not able to keep MJF for the long run.
Oh, that'll be a humongous fumble. Oh my god.
That's humongous. Yeah.
You know what I
EJ
think?
has one.
You know what I think they're about to do? Well, what they could. I don't know if they'll do it. I'm just kind of spitballing right now. But if they have Will Ospreay win the international championship coming up, and then he holds the ball all the way to All In, and then they have him beat Swerve at All In.
To become a double champion?
Double champ. Yeah, now he's double champ.
EJ, I'm not gonna lie, my opinion since we last talked has changed. I'm kind of liking the learning tree stuff. I think it's ironic, and I think that's good.
I think one of the worst decisions that AEW can make is not turning Jungle Boy. I hate Jungle Boy. I hate Jack Perry, but at some point you got to turn him into a world champion. I think
to be honest, yes.
His character work has evolved, and I think he's evolved as just he's truly showing himself like a pillar now of AEW.
To be honest, I want them to wait until that roster gets a little bit more healthy because we need him against guys like when Kenny Omega's healthy. We need him against guys like that to really solidify this heel run. And that's just because AEW I don't think has enough star power to kind of keep that run going.
Also, the AEW like booking decisions that they give guys like Takeshita Garcia momentum, and then they just don't do anything with them.
Yeah,
they literally give those guys like that. I've learned that they literally give guys like that momentum, so when they get the big match and they lose in the big match, it feels like the big match. So that's why I feel like they literally just build their momentum just so they can sell those tickets and then squash our potential new favorites. But whatever.
I think
the learning tree.
I'll even give you one for Impact. That I believe that like if TNA doesn't they don't capitalize on Joe Hendry being a world champion, that could be a very bad booking decision.
Bro, I don't know. Tommy, do you know what they're doing with Joe Hendry right now?
I mean, last time I saw that he was like going back and forth with AJ Francis. I mean, now he's over. Like
he's
really
over.
I'm not gonna lie. I actually like his stuff with AJ Francis, bro. But if they don't capitalize and put him in some sort of marquee match,
he's organically over. Like he's just organically over. Like they're not forcing him down anybody's throat. He's talented. Look at his mic work is very good. He's just very talented.
100% right. And I think eventually he should get that match with Moose. If they pull the trigger or not, I can't even tell you because
he don't gotta win it, but
Scott's not there yet, or he's not there anymore. So it's hard for me to even say where they're gonna go with Joe. If Scott was there, it'd be a no-brainer. Joe would be that next guy. But it's hard for me to say, bro. It's hard. I still don't I don't know how Tommy Dreamer and them book per se. I don't know their habits yet. I don't know if they see what we see.
True. Hey man, anything else from y'all, man?
Well, look at this one from Making My Mark. Here's a bad booking with the AEW Young Bucks lose to Sting and Darby. They vacated because Sting retires. Then Bucks. Yeah, that's awful.
Yeah, that's
that
was the perfect time to get a new tag team kind of in that.
One last one for me for AEW. Bad booking decision. I know we haven't seen where it's gone yet, so maybe things can change. But allowing Darby Allin to come back on television when he's not 100%.
Yep, still scared for my guy Darby Allin. Terrified.
I'm not a Darby Allin fan, but I do care about his health. So man, be careful, bro. Just got hit by a bus.
For real. But no, other than that, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm cool.
Yeah, I think I'm good at like we had a lot of good ones here tonight.
Just a lot of clips I can make, but if you're still watching after an hour 49 minutes, man, I definitely do appreciate it. Once again, I said it on last stream, but if you weren't here, I do want to thank y'all. We did hit 3K subscribers on here.
3K?
Only up from here, man. But appreciate y'all watching, man.
We have a stream on Thursday.
Stream on Thursday predictions. We got some money for whoever wins, man. So make sure to stay tuned. Yeah, gets some money for whoever wins. Make sure y'all tune in. I don't know how we're gonna do it because we don't find out who wins the semifinal till Friday for both the Queen and King of the Ring matches.
Okay.
That is a big part of the show.
So okay. So hold on. What we could do, right? Okay. I'm trying to think.
You want to do Friday after SmackDown?
That's what I was thinking.
We could do Friday after SmackDown. I'm cool with that.
We'll do.
So the show will be Friday after SmackDown this week.
Okay, so we won't do on Thursday now.
Or you could do if we're gonna do Thursday for predictions, right? You could say the winner's either gonna be, for example, let's say Gunther let's say Gunther wins tomorrow. Gunther, or you can pick, the winner of Randy and Tama Tonga. So you could either pick Randy and Tama Tonga to win, or you could pick Gunther to win.
Okay.
So
we might go that route. So
yeah, we could do it like that.
Hey man, the only way to stay 100% tuned is join our Discord, man. And we'll let you know what day the show falls on.
By the way, also next week no stream Sunday because Double or Nothing will end too late.
Yeah,
and we
probably gonna do a Saturday night.
We're gonna do Saturday night stream because Sunday Double or Nothing is just gonna end way too late. It's gonna probably end at like midnight, and we're not gonna hop on. What time? We could do Sunday afternoon.
I'll say Saturday. Tommy? Are you gonna be working Saturday? Are you gonna be watching the show live?
I won't be watching the show live, to be honest.
Okay. Okay.
I'll be at work.
Fair. All right.
Well, when is Double or Nothing?
I'll do Sunday night then.
When is Double or Nothing coming?
Probably like 7.
7?
Or 8 y'all's time.
Okay. Well, yeah, that will be probably the only one I'll see live then.
So we're gonna do what, Sunday or Saturday?
That Monday is Memorial, so Sunday night we'll probably be able.
We'll talk about it. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We'll let you guys know when we're gonna do stream. We're not sure if we're gonna do Saturday or Sunday yet, but for sure Thursday we're gonna do a stream. So
probably we'll have an announcement for y'all by
Thursday, for sure.
Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah, Monday, Tuesday. Yeah. And then so yeah, Thursday for sure stream. We're gonna do predictions and stuff for King and Queen of the Ring. We'll let you guys know if we're gonna do any for Double or Nothing, but or maybe if we mix and match them together, do maybe 3 matches from King and Queen of the Ring and 3 matches from Double or Nothing, and we'll see. We'll figure out how we're gonna mix and match it. If not, we'll just stick with King and Queen of the Ring.
Yeah.
I can win y'all some money. Y'all enjoy Raw tomorrow night, man. Enjoy y'all's week. If y'all are in college, congrats on finishing y'all semester, man. If y'all are in high school, summer's coming up, or maybe y'all are on summer already. Congrats for that, man. If you're just living, you're just vibing, man. Congratulations, you're still alive, man.
And if you're an adult, keep working.
Keep working, man.
That's
still doing our thing, man.
Just
work chat. Love y'all, chat.
Yeah, man. But as always, we appreciate it. We will see y'all in a few days. Peace, man.
Peace.